I'm on the teenage kickstand now with James Clarke. Good afternoon, James, and welcome to Race Retro 2017.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Very good. You've raced this car this season, is that correct?
Yeah, I raced this car last year in the HSCC Buy Box Historic Touring Car Championship, and I managed to finish on the overall podium at the Clarke Nostalgia Festival and the Alton Park Gold Cup, winning my class both times.
But you've also competed in Historic Clubman's, is that right?
In the BARC King Henry's Taverns Clubman's Championship in a Mark 18.
And how did that go?
I went brilliantly. We managed to get five wins on the trot in the championship, and there was a non-championship round at Anglesey where we won all three races as well. So overall, we had a really successful year, getting 10 wins overall in both championships.
And not bad for someone who hasn't got a driving licence.
No, I mean, it's funny how all my teachers at school, sort of, when I say I'm going something, oh, are you driving? And so I'm not even close to getting my driver's licence just yet, but sort of another few months to wait.
So what are you hoping to do next season? Are you hope to compete in this car again?
I'm actually not competing in this exact car. The sponsor, who I'm very lucky to be sponsored by, Cardoan Creameries, who also own this car, they're having another Cortina built, but to Appendix K FIA spec. So I'll be racing that in the same Historic Touring Car Championship, but with opportunity to do some racing in Europe, such as Silverstone Classic or Spa Classic. And again, I'll be in the Clubman's Championship, but in a Mark 27 in the top class with 200 brake horsepower and a little bit more aero. And we're doing the full championship both.
So what's your overall ambition? Where do you want to finally compete in? What category of motorsport?
My ultimate goal has always been to do the Le Mans 24 Hours and to try and win that and win at a high level.
That's the most important bit then.
Yeah, I guess I'm a bit different because I've never really aimed for Formula One or British Touring because it's always been Le Mans, and historics is something that I'm really enjoying. Yeah. But it's very much out of luck that I've ended up in such a fantastic situation, and I'm incredibly lucky to have such a good sponsor as well. So we're almost using, this is great experience, and it's doing the Cortina is a fantastic way to gain experience and to show that that you can drive a variety of cars and to raise raise profile.
So where did you start off in karts?
Yeah, I started in karts at the age of 8 and worked my way through the junior, cadet and junior ranks until I was 14 when I moved into the Junior Saloon Car Championship, running with Oryx Competition, who I still run with, and I finished third in my first year, and we felt that it wasn't really worth doing another year because I've probably outgrown the car by halfway through the season. So we moved into the Clubman's Championship, and I had to do a half year because I only turned 16 in April. And then the Cortina was just sitting around in the workshop, not being used, and politely asked if we could use it and if the sponsor was happy, and we managed to get a deal together to race it at the final 4 events of the year and to secure sponsorship and funding for this year.
So, and there's 3 of you, of course, all vying for the best 16-year-old.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a fantastic year, I think, for all 3 of us in the Historic Championship, because I think all 3 of us have got a genuinely really good chance of winning our respective championships. Obviously, Ben and Ed, only one of them can win that championship, so it'll be really interesting to see them fight for the championship, and I think it'll also be interesting to see to me hopefully fighting for the championship, because there aren't any other young or teenagers or no one in like their early 20s in historic touring cars, so it does make me I guess it makes me stand out a bit more, especially with being called Jim Clarke in a Lotus Cortina. And
well, you've done very good, James. I mean, you're there, as you say. People are looking at you, aren't you, because you're so young, and they're waiting for you probably to make a mistake and say, oh, he's too young to be racing. But you've proved them all wrong, haven't you? I mean,
yeah, I'm not gonna pretend that I haven't made mistakes. I've made more mistakes certainly in this car than the Malibu.
Well, you're learning, aren't you?
Yeah, and I think that's more important. It's not about are you making mistakes or not, because I think as a 16-year-old pushing hard in such a difficult car, you're always going to make mistakes. But it's how you pick yourself up. I mean, I messed up the start at Croft, but then in the next race I fought through to third. I went off at Alton, and again I fought through, and the same thing happened at Silverstone. But it's about you know, when it's your second year in racing cars, and you know you're racing in the pouring rain in a car that you don't really know, it's hard not to. But I think more importantly than if you are, you know, making mistakes or not, I think it's having the mindset to be able to pick yourself up.
Yeah, you're learning from it, and you're doing exceptionally well for someone so young, you know. So I hope it all goes well for you this season, and you get your total ambition in the end and get into Le Mans. And thanks very much for the interview, James.
Brilliant. No, thank you. It's been a great few days here.